Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. This is line to left, and a base hit. So the leadoff man is aboard to open up the ball game.
This is what you want when you're facing a young starter. Get him in the stretch right away, make him uncomfortable out there. He's in trouble already after a leadoff single.
Cesar Hernandez will stand in as we show you the numbers for his last 8 ball games, and he continues to be as hot as anyone on the ball club. Low for ball 1. And you figure now this would be a spot where that man might try to take second base.
And it wouldn't be a bad idea to hold the ball a little longer out there on the mound. Really bury your times to the plate. You can't be predictable out there or he'll take advantage.
Now a bunt attempt here. Only play to first, so the sacrifice works that time. Time now for a glance at the Phillies batting order in this one. What's the key for them if they want to split this series, Steve?
This team strikes out more than any other team in the league. They need to put the ball in play and have some more productive at-bats.
Tommy Joseph will stand in. He comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game.
Well, he had a little bit of a rough one yesterday, but this is a guy they're counting on. He's driven in.
Oh, and he's into third safely with the stolen base.
I don't think he's too thrilled with himself behind the plate. It's hard to say for sure, but if he puts this ball in the bag, I think he's got a good shot at getting him at third. Instead, this one's high. He might even be fortunate it's not down the line and the runner's able to slide in safely.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Well, this is the kind of situation where they came up short last night. They had opportunities, but they could never really cash them in. So you can bet they'd love to get something going on the board early here.
Hard liner toward short. Only play will be to first as we'll see our first run score here as this is a 1-0 ball game.
That's all you got to do there. Put the ball on the ground. Use the big part of the field, and that's going to get that first run home from third base.
Dylan
What's
Cousins
up, Roy?
will stand in, and as you can see the numbers away from home, he's been much better once he gets out on the road. Out in front of it, strike 1.
What are you guys playing? Oh, nice.
That's taken. Now
That's
it's
a cool
0-2.
game, though.
And set up behind the dish is Clyde Washington.
Cool game, isn't
the
it?
rest of our umpiring crew there.
Well, we might see a couple of
that's how
double
all
takes
those
from
games
hitters
are.
on
Doc
pitches down at
Souls,
the
all
base,
that shit.
maybe even below the zone. Sometimes he tends to reward guys that work down.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. So 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on base. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. Phillies lead this one 1-0. Zach Efting, a right-hander from Florida, gets the ball as the starter here. What's your take on him, EK?
Yeah, Matty, a real effective outing for him in his last start. Got the win and did not give up any runs. He'll try and do that again here. DJ
LeMahieu comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Second baseman, DJ LeMahieu.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. Eric, these Phillies, as they begin play here today, they were losers last time out, but still in a decent groove as they'd won 4 of 5 prior to that.
Yeah, and the pitching really let them down last time. Too often their guys were falling behind and having to throw fastballs on 2-0 or 3-1. That'll catch up with you after a while. Some guys, you almost do them a favor if you pitch away from them. Here, he's just doing what he does best. Great balance here. Good swing path, and he drives it the other way.
Charlie Blackmon will stand in now as the National League's leading hitter entering play.
And you know, guys, it's the middle of the summer now, and he's putting together a great season. I just love the way he's been swinging it all year.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one. There you see the company he's in terms of that NL batting race. The 0-1 delivery. Ground ball to second. This could be two. To second for one. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw.
Well, that's always going to be a tough turn out there. This guy runs really well, so no chance to double him up, but they'll settle for getting that lead runner at second.
Nolan Arenado will stand in, currently 8th in the National League in hitting to enter play.
And, of course, also in the top 10 in home runs and RBIs this season. One of the most feared hitters in the game.
He's set. Here it comes. A pitch out. The throw. And a good decision to pitch out that time as he is toast at second base. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Hit hard towards center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
And even if this doesn't lead to a run, it's important not to let this guy get out there and skate through the first inning, throwing as few pitches as he has. If nothing else, maybe you force him to throw another, I don't know, 5, 6, 7 pitches to the next hitter.
Carlos Gonzalez will stand in, hoping for a reversal of fortune here as he's seen that average drop precipitously these past 10 ball games. On the ground up the middle. He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit.
And a good job there keeping the inning alive. That's all you needed to do. And now one more 2-out knock, and they get that run right back.
Aaron Judd will stand in, and as you take a look at the splits there, he's actually a better hitter against right-handed pitching this season. Trying to escape unscathed here in the first. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike one.
Well, he's having some problems here with location. He's got 2 on already here in the first, and that last pitch right down the middle.
Hit hard on the ground towards second. On to first, and the Rockies fail to cash in as that ends the inning. I think a few of these folks need to get out of the sun. More to come. Maikel Franco will get his first opportunity here, and that average is certainly not where he wants it, down in the 220s to begin the ball game.
When you look at what this guy has done so far this season, it hasn't looked very good, and you can tell why. He's only had 5 hits in his last 10 games. That just adds to the mediocrity.
Pulls the string on that one strike.
And he's probably not going to throw too many first pitch changeups. That's a pretty darn good call.
And he lays off for ball 1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, when it's warm like this, you really have to keep the ball down. Try to keep guys from hitting it in the air because it will absolutely carry you. That's 2 pitches in a row that were elevated.
And a big swing and a miss here. 2 strikes.
Oh, man, what a perfect pitch right there in a perfect spot. And that's exactly how you have to attack a guy like this. He wasn't even close on that pitch.
I'll see you later.
Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. And with that, let's bring in a look at how the Rockies will line up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, Matty, we have an opportunity to watch Nolan Arenado in this one. He's really come a long way since first breaking into the league. Remember, in 2015, he won the Gold Glove Award at third base. He also put together a stellar offensive year. Really one of the best all-around players in all of baseball.
Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
A little bit of hang time there to that curveball. I don't think that's exactly where he's going to want to throw that pitch going forward. It worked out right there, but he better find a little extra snap on that pitch in the future.
And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't get your hands up there fast enough to stay on top.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Yeah, after that last swing, I would have thought they'd go right back in, but that's actually not a bad location because I doubt he was looking for something out there.
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
That's now 3 straight strikeouts going back to last inning. Whatever he's throwing, it's working up there.
Jorge Alfaro will get his first shot at it here. 1 for 4 with a double in the ballgame last night.
Well, yesterday he just kept things rolling. You know, he's had 8 RBIs in his last 10 games. I got to take that.
First pitch is a changeup for a called strike. Phillies have an early 1-0 lead here in inning number 2. On, could we see another strikeout here? It's 0-2 now.
Right now, they'd be lucky to just put one in play.
Tap fouled at home plate. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. Leading off the inning, Josh Bell, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Josh Bell.
Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. This is pulled into right. He dives. Did he catch that? He did. What a play there for the first out.
Another look here. This ball's sinking fast, but he's on the full run, and he lays out to pull it in. That's well done there.
Stepping in now, Tony Walters. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Cousins giving chase, but he won't get to it. It drops in behind him. And he's in there safely. He's got a double. And this, of course, is a ballpark that yields a lot of doubles as we take a look at the team leaders for the most 2-base hits this year.
Yeah, and there you see where they rank in that stat category. Hitting the gaps at opportune times on a regular basis, pushing runs across, creating offensive fireworks.
Ian Desmond will make his way in now as you get a look at his splits there on your screen. And there's his strike right down the heart of the plate. 0-1. 1 out and a runner on second base. Grounded back up the middle to his right. Hernandez on to first, and it's dropped.
Well, let's watch this. I don't know quite what the problem was. It just sort of looked like he clanked it over there. And yeah, sure enough, the throw's right there. He doesn't close the glove around it.
So stepping in, Christian Automez, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. And good hustle to get over and tag him for the out. Notch one in the score column as a runner from third crosses the plate. It's 1-1.
Yeah, all he needed to do was to put this ball in play. And well, they'll tag him out heading up the line, but he will pick up an RBI on the play, so that's a great job.
Coming to the plate now, DJ LeMahieu. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. It can change the entire complexion of the game if you can put the other guys on their heels right away.
Fastball in there for a called strike. Two out here and a runner at second. Shot toward right center. That's in there. Base hit. Desmond's around third, heading for the plate. The runner from second crosses the plate. It's now a 2-1 ball game.
A really good at-bat here as we watch it again. Look, he finds his pitch, drives it right back up the middle, and with two away, that runner doesn't have to hold up and make sure it drops. He's moving on contact, and he's going to wind up scoring easily.
Here's Charlie Blackmon now, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Looks like he employed the slide step on that last pitch.
Well, maybe you see a little cat and mouse game going between the pitcher and the runner right now. We'll see who wins this duel.
Drilled on the ground is short. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. So now time will be called as we're going to get a visit from the pitching coach here as he'll hope to settle his guy down. Nolan Arenado gets a shot now with deuces all around. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 2. And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. Hit the other way out toward right field. They'll reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. So 2 runs on 3 hits, 1 Philly error, and 2 left. We'll go now to the top of the third. It's the Rockies 2 and the Phillies 1. Welcome back to beautiful Colorado as we're set for the top of the third in this one from Coors Field in Denver. Howie Kendrick will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so against a guy who's definitely in a groove out there.
Yeah, he struck out the side his last time through, and they've got to do something to get this guy out of the role that he's been on.
Here's the first pitch to him. In there, no balls and a strike.
Now that he's fully loose out there, you can see he's getting a little more zip on that fastball than he had coming out of the gate.
The 0-1. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Calling for it.
Where's Bad Boy?
And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Is he even on?
Batting ninth, shortstop, J.P. Crawford.
In now, J.P. Crawford, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Into the windup and the pitch. And this is taken outside for ball one. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Inside corner, a ball and a strike.
I tell you, he's got a good pace, a good tempo to him out there right now.
And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Goes the other way, and this is in the air out to left. And they'll put it away now without much of a problem. 2 gone now here in the third.
Sometimes when you're facing the bottom third of an order, hey, just run it up there. Let him hit it. This is now back-to-back flyouts, and he hasn't had to work all that hard to get him.
Quinn will stand in. He singled to lead off the ball game and later came around to score the game's first run. And he lays off there 1-0.
Sometimes all it takes is just one call to go against you, like that one right there, and then you get yourself out of your own rhythm. You got to be able to put that behind you and move on.
This one's a strike. It's 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes to count now with the bases empty and 2 away. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. They still trail it here 2-1. Carlos Gonzalez digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
Right fielder, Carlos Gonzalez.
First pitch of the at-bat. Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here 0-1. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
Yeah, he came with a little bit of a different look that time. This pitch is also in there knee high, and now they've got him behind in the count. 0-2.
And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out.
Yeah, a good sequence there against a dangerous hitter. They want to get out of this series with a split. They'll need to keep pitching him the same way they did right here.
Into the box, Aaron Judd. As he'll swing and send a line drive out to right field. A screaming base hit here, his first of the night.
So far, he's throwing a lot of fastballs here early in the count. And these guys have picked up on that, so they're just going up there looking for the hard stuff, and they've been all over it.
Standing in now, Josh Bell, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Oh and 1, here it comes. And he pumps the fastball by him at 94. It's 0-2.
And we've seen guys swing at that 4-seam riding fastball up in the zone. But you're never going to get on top of that thing when it's up that high.
Here it comes, 0-2. Chopped weakly to the left. Fielded cleanly. They'll force it up to second, and they do get the out there. But one's all they were ever going to get, and the inning will continue.
Kind of lucky to get an out anywhere here. You see the off-balance throw to second base, and it doesn't have a whole lot of zip on it, but they do find a way to get that force.
In now, Tony Walters. Smoked on the ground up the middle. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game.
Now batting, first baseman.
Matt is now 8 hits he's already allowed, and we haven't even made it out of the 3rd inning yet. I heard someone once say, he's coming apart like a $39 suit out there. He better find his command, and fast.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Ian Desmond will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. The 0-1 on its way. In the air out toward right field. Cousins on the move. He can't get there, so the inning will continue. And the run is in to score from second.
I got to tell you, I love the way this guy just lets it rip. Ahead in the count, behind in the count. It really doesn't matter to this guy. He's just going to go up hacking. And he drives in a run right here as he just drills this one to 2 bases.
Stepping in now, Christian Audemays. Now a swing and a fly ball. Kendrick is in pursuit, and this will fall, but it's a foul ball. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Quinn sprinting after it, but he can't get there, and it bounces over the wall. It's a ground rule double.
And a great job right there with runners in scoring position. They decide to pitch to him with the base open, and he makes them pay. Driving in 2 on the ground rule double.
Now some action in the Phillies bullpen as a right-hander begins to crank it up out there. Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu, as he gets under the first pitch and sends a fly ball out to right field. Cousins is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. 3 innings complete. Rockies lead this one 5-1. Cesar Hernandez is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
And you know, guys, I love a guy like this leading off an inning for you. He makes good contact, and he can run.
Swinging a hard hit ball down the line in right, and he is going to have extra bases to start the 4th. And he will make it there as he starts the 4th with a leadoff double. So he's into scoring position here on that double that kicks off the 4th inning. And as we check out the ranking on the team leaderboard, you can see that that gives him an even 20 now on the campaign.
Yeah, he's really contributed to the team this year. Here he is on second again with a chance to score on just a single.
Tommy Joseph stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. From the stretch. Hit hard towards second. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. Now third base coach Juan Samuel's going to wave him in. The run scores from second is now a 5-2 game. And he is in there with an RBI triple.
Up next for Philadelphia,
Dylan Cousins is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
And this is a big-time strikeout situation right here. So they're going to be shooting for the same result, no doubt about it.
And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
And this is what he needs out there right now. He has to find some confidence in those secondary pitches, and that's a good change up there.
Ready with the 0-2. A breaking ball swung on and missed, and he's set down for the second time this afternoon.
As you can see right here, his timing just seems to be off a little bit at the plate right now. And you know what? That can happen during the course of the season. You're not always going to have your good swing. And he's the kind of guy that's got a lot of moving parts in that swing. So maybe he's at the point now in the season where he might need just a little time off so he can get back to the basics.
Michael Franco is in with one away now as he swings and misses here at strike one. Any thought to bringing the infield in here with one away?
Still a little early in my book. A run you can live with. What you don't want to do is let this snowball into a big inning.
Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2.
Boy, that's just pretty standard operating procedure right here. You get him leaning out over the plate on that slider running away, and then you bust him inside hard on that fastball on the inside corner.
That misses. 1-2.
I tell you, that was not an easy take.
It sure wasn't, especially when you've got to protect on an 0-2 count.
2 runs, 3 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for the Phillies so far. Struck him out.
Nice.
And now they'll likely need a base hit to get that runner home from third.
And he's having a rough go of it so far. His second strikeout of the ball game. You can see him gesturing that he thinks that pitch is outside, but you know, I think once he gets a look at it in the clubhouse, he'll probably change his tune.
Michael Saunders
Come on.
is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. That man's team has definitely shot itself in the foot with all the strikeouts so far.
It seems like it's been a growing trend so far, but man, you've just got to be able to put the ball in play when you've got runners in scoring position.
One and one, here it comes. Swing and a miss, and it's a ball and 2 strikes here.
Boy, that curve of his is so darn tough, especially right on the heels of that fastball. It's 20 miles an hour slower, and it dips down hard at the end.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. High in the air,
Oh, you
carrying
did
well out
not.
to deep center. Blackman going back to the track to the wall. A leap at the wall, but he can't bring this one back. It's a home run. Two-run shot to straightaway center. Home run number 5 on the year. As they pull within 1 here, it's now a 5-4 game.
Boy, I want you to check
down
out
the
the
middle.
location of where this pitch is in the strike zone. It's up and it's right down the middle. I mean, maybe you get away with that to a 220 hitting backup catcher, but not to a guy like this.
Jorge Alfaro is in for the second time here as he looks at one outside. It's 1-0. No, you start to worry that maybe this already has the makings of a short outing.
And that's not what that man right there wants to hear. He'd hate to have to make a change this early, but he might have to.
Halfway to 100 pitches, here it is. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. 3 runs already home here. The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2.
Yeah, that's a great pitch on 1 and 2. You start it in the zone, and hopefully you'll get that guy thinking he needs to protect. Turned out to be a good take.
Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's the Rockies 5 and the Phillies 4. Charlie Blackmon is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Center fielder, Charlie Blackmon.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And they start him out away with a cold strike. Well, that man's got to be feeling a little better about things out there on the mound.
He sure does. His guys got him right back into the ball game, and now they need him to put up a shutdown inning here so those bats can go back and work.
Hit out towards second. Hernandez is right there, and a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out.
And now all of a sudden on the mound, this has gone from a wasted start to he's got some important innings to pitch here. This is back to being a ball game, so you could make up for those early struggles with a 1-2-3 here.
Nolan Arenado will dig in now. A single and a fly out for him in 2 trips thus far.
And you know, I think he's had a good approach in each of his first 2 at-bats. He seems to be seeing the ball well and putting some decent swings on it.
Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Heading for second is Arenado. And he'll cruise into the bag at second with a 1-out double.
And another hard hit ball off of him right there. That's not the first one he's allowed so far. As you take a look at his line, not too much to write home about right there. This has not been one of his better performances at all.
Carlos Gonzalez will stand in now. He's singled and struck out in 2 trips. First delivery to him on the way. Out in front as this is pulled foul into the seats. Oh, 1, here's the pitch. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Here's the 0-2. Right side. Oh, what a stop on the slide. It's there. He got him.
Oh, I don't know. That was close.
Boy, as a hitter, you know you're hoping to get that ball into the outfield somewhere, make it hit the grass, give your guy a chance to score. In this situation, all he does is get to third base. That's not a big help.
Aaron Judd will dig in. 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Left side. Franco has him. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Rockies strand 1. They hold on to a 5-4 lead. Leading off the inning, Howie Kendrick, and they'll need him to get something going here.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
There's a strike at the knees, 0-1. Might have thought about it here, but he lays off the breaking ball inside. It's even at 1. Here's the 1-1 delivery. 2-1. Smoke toward the hole. And he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out. It's fair to say that early on, at least, the runs have come in bunches here this afternoon. A high-scoring affair thus far, and we're only in the 5th inning. Digging in to try it again, J.P. Crawford. He flew out in his last at-bat. fastball off the plate away. It's ball one. 4 runs, 4 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for the Phillies so far. Now this is sprayed foul off to the left, and that'll even the count at 1-1. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. Throw not in time, and that'll go as a bunt single. Oh, but look here. The manager's up and out of the dugout, so it appears he might opt to challenge that last safe call at first.
Well, here's another look at it now. I couldn't really tell when we saw it live, and I'll tell you what, it's still tough to tell from that angle. We're going to have to see what the dugout decides.
Safe.
Into the box, Quinn. Weak chopper up the line. And he'll take no chances here as he swipes this ball away. It stays a foul ball. The 0-1 pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. But this will land untouched. Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2.
Good high fastball. Maybe something to try and change the eye level there. And now I might anticipate another slider down in the zone, maybe even in the dirt.
Started to chase there. They'll appeal it down to third, and no swing. It's ball 2. 3-2 now.
Now the question, do you send the guy on 3-2 with 1 out? You figure you're going to get something around the plate.
Line hard, but foul. Fly ball heading for the alley. Blackmon on the move, but he's not going to get this one. It's into the gap around third and being waved on home, and the run will score all the way from first. It's now a 5-5 ball game.
Wow.
Second hit of the ball game for him right there. This one's an RBI triple, and he's in scoring position himself with just 1 away.
Into the box now, Cesar Hernandez. As he'll take a look at ball 1. You guys surprised at all that that man doesn't have the bullpen going yet?
Well, he's showing a lot of faith in his starter, but to me, you've at least got to get someone stretching down there. Move him around a little bit.
And that Colorado bullpen comes to life now with a lefty and a right-hander up to throw. Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. 2-0.
And now, with him really starting to labor out there, I think he just wants to get out of this 5th inning.
And even if he does, that might be the last we see of him.
Line drive to left. Base hit, and that'll get a run in. And he's going to score with ease as the throw will be too late. And on the play, the runner moves into scoring position now at second.
Now batting,
Tommy Joseph tripled homer run last time through, so let's see what he's got in store this time.
And hopefully that triple is the kick that he needed to get him out of that slump that he's in. Let's see if he can keep it going now.
First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Grounded to third. Gloved by Arenado. Throw gets him, 2 down.
the right
Dylan Cousins will stand in now. A punch-out victim twice already. EK, I'll ask you because you're the one sitting next to me. Do you approach an at-bat differently when you have 2 strikeouts under your belt this early in the game?
Well, you do in the sense that whatever you did the first 2 times, it wasn't working. But I think if you start worrying too much about trying to avoid the hat trick or worse, it'll start becoming a mind game. And you'll start falling into some pretty bad habits.
Pitch is a cold strike. The throw behind the runner to second.
Oops.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. Last half of the 5th coming up. Phillies on top, 6-5. Josh Bell comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Kendrick on the move, and that's the first out of the inning.
Yeah, jumping on the first pitch of the inning there. Gave it a pretty good ride, but in the end, winds up being a pretty routine first out.
Striding into the box, Tony Walters. He singled his last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. The 0-2 home. And here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate.
I think he was trying to get that slider in on his hands, but I don't think he meant for it to get in that far. I think he just released it a little too late.
Flipped out the other way towards short. Throw gets him, 2 down.
And that ball is rifled at him that time, and it just about took him into left field. Somehow he gets his glove down there and makes a nice play.
Standing in now, Ian Desmond. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that ends. Scott Oberg will get the call here as he'll start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 45, Scott Oberg.
Michael Franco will stand in to lead things off here in the Philadelphia 6th. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
A much better approach here at the plate so far. He's not working from behind in the count like he has his first few at-bats.
Lays off a fastball, but it's over for a strike. 2-1.
You know, a lot of times with a sinker baller out there, you're just conditioned to always look for something down. So he can surprise you with that high fastball, maybe four-seam it every once in a while, and when he does, you can forget it.
The 2-2 pitch. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Outside and a full count, 3-2. One thing that man right there will not tolerate, leadoff walks.
Especially right out of the bullpen. This might be a quick outing if that happens.
Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. Tough pitch to lay off, but he did, and it's ball 4, so the leadoff hitter is aboard to start the 6th.
If you're looking for a good way to add to a one-run lead, a leadoff walk never hurts. Let's see how they want to play this from here.
First pitch curveball runs in a bit too tight. It's ball 1. That evens it up 1-1. Nobody out, runner on first. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1.
Sometimes you just let a guy work his own way into trouble and then take advantage.
Swing and a little tapper. Throw just in time, and oh, that was awfully close.
Well, it probably wasn't the way he wanted to move the guy into scoring position, but it's going to have to do, and he's going to get that man up to second base now with 1 away.
Jorge Alfaro will dig in. Took a cold third strike his last time.
Yeah, and hopefully he got that out of his system. They really need him to come through right here.
Chris Russin is on, and he'll take over on the mound.
Number 52, Chris Russin.
Jorge Alfaro will be his first assignment down to the bullpen as he'll stand in with a runner in scoring position at second and 1 away. Now a right-hander has started to get loose in the Colorado bullpen. The cutter runs outside, ball 1. Runner at second here with 1 man out. A high strike there, and it's 1-1.
And in this spot, you got to pitch for the strikeout here. And this is a guy that's gone down twice so far, so you do have that in your favor.
And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3. Waiting on deck is Howie Kendrick. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
Well, that's okay. You would have liked him to chase on 3-2, but you had your base open here, so now you can really focus on getting yourself a ground ball.
Howie Kendrick will stand in for the 3rd time now, still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Now a double play ball here as this is on the ground to third. LeMahieu.
Nice.
First in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball after this. Christian Automez will lead things off for Colorado as they look to get something started in their half of the 6th. In there, strike 1.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
What's up, Mark Shuck?
Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. sent on the ground out to second. Backhanded. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
And after a hot start, the bats have pretty much gone missing here in the middle innings. He sort of reinvented himself out there and has really turned things around.
DJ LeMahieu will stand in. He flew out his last time up. And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. Shot towards second.
Come on.
In time to first, and there are two away.
And here in these middle innings, they just haven't been able to get anything going against them out there. And that's 7 in a row now. He's set down here in the 4th, 5th, and 6th.
Here comes the first pitch. This is hit the other way out toward left field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Rockies. This one remains close. It's 6-5. Welcome back to Coors Field here in Denver. It's on to the 7th inning now with the Phillies out in front, and it's a good time to check out our game summary through the first 6 innings so far. We'll move forward in this one and rejoin the action in the bottom of the 7th.
Leading off for the Rockies,
Nolan Arenado steps into the box as the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the 7th.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least one back here in this inning.
And he gets ahead 0-1.
What's up, Mock Shark?
Fastball called for strike 2.
Yeah, that's a different pitch here, but also on the outside corner. Also taken for a strike. So he's got him in a quick 0-2 hole now.
Swing and a high chopper. Franco gloves it. And a rather easy first out.
Yep, you saw his numbers there just a moment ago, and he's got that ERA and the low 2s coming into play, and he continues to pitch effectively as he retires the first man to greet him here.
Carlos Gonzalez strides in, grounded out his last time through. Some action out in the bullpen, couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
Getting that first pitch strike is so important against a guy like this. You have to be able to work ahead in the count and not let him dictate the at-bat.
1 out, nobody on. And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now.
That got in his kitchen big time right there.
He lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. And he'll squeeze this one for the second out.
the left fielder, number 99, Aaron.
And you can see what they're trying to do on show track. In, and in. Well, he finally gets him to pop something up here.
Aaron Judd will come in now with 2 away, and to this point at least, so much for having the 3, 4, 5 guys get the rally started.
Yeah, it's been an important inning for that man out there on the mound. He's held his ground, and he may get through the teeth of this lineup, still holding on to that lead.
Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
No.
In the
Get
air
out.
to center field and deep back.
Big
the
home
center
run.
Fielder. Back he goes, but this is going to be a home run. So it's a solo shot to dead center. Number 18 for him on the campaign. As they pull even, it's 6-6 now.
Nice.
Boy, what a huge home run late in this ball game to tie it up. And you know who knew it was a home run before the hitter did? It was the pitcher. He knew as soon as it left his hand.
Nice.
Now batting, designated hitter.
In now, Josh Bell. Batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike one.
Boy, he goes right back to that same pitch that he just gave up a home run on. Put it in another dangerous location, too. Lucky he got away with that one.
Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Yeah, a couple of mid-90s fastballs, and he hasn't been close on either one of them.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit hard on the ground to third. Bronco fields it cleanly. On to first, and this will remain a tie ball game as the inning is over. But the tying run has come across here as we're set up for an exciting finish. 8th inning coming up, and we are all even at 6 apiece. Michael Franco will stand in to lead things off here in, can you believe it, a tie ball game again.
Yeah, this thing has had more ups and downs than my 401k, and I've got a feeling we've got some more to come.
Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0. And a very low strike there. Trying to speed up the game, perhaps. It's 2-1.
And you can see him shaking his head out there. I think he felt that one was a little bit low. And you know what? He may have had a case.
To short. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
And more often than not, when you see a guy with a batting average like his is, it's a result of swinging at too many bad pitches. I should know. I was that guy. And his average is going to tumble even further after that at-bat.
First offering on its way. Michael Saunders comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Here's a ball well struck for the right field corner. And that's in for his 2nd hit of the afternoon. He's around first on his way to second now. Around second. He'll try for third. And he will make it in safely. It's a triple, and the go-ahead run is at third with only 1 away.
Oh, that's a big at-bat.
That's what I get for playing through the window.
He's got a good read on this one, so he turns on the Jets rounding second and makes it all the way into third base here.
I was playing baseball through the fucking window, smoking a butt, and I fucking
will come on to pinch hit here.
couldn't see where the ball went.
Number 29, Cameron Rupp.
Oh, now a ball hit up the
you
middle,
bastard.
and it's going to get on through into center field for a base hit. Coming in to score easily is the runner.
Just for playing outside.
Here in the 8th.
Yeah, right here, runner on third, one out. All you're looking to do is hit a ground ball past the pitcher, and you're going to get that run home. Here is the added bonus. He finds the hole, and he gets it on into center field.
Greg Holland will get the call here as he'll take over with one gone in the top of the 8th.
Greg Holland.
Howie Kendrick steps in with one in, one out, and one on here in the inning.
Yeah, it's been a pretty good inning here so far, so we'll see if they can scratch another run across right here.
And he'll put this one away in foul territory for the second out.
Now he comes right in out of the bullpen. He gets a pop-up on the first pitch he throws. Now that's what you call pushing the right button.
At the plate, J.P. Crawford. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
Off the plate and in, hits a ball and a strike.
And that fastball of his definitely catches your attention. I mean, especially when it's on the inner half.
Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2. 2 out with the man at first. Lifted the other way out to left center. Blackman's after it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Phillies get a couple of hits here, and it leads to 1 on the scoreboard. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The Phillies lead it 7-6. Cameron Rupp will stay in the ball game as he'll likely do the catching from here out. Hector Neris will come on to make his 40th appearance this season.
Number 50, Hector.
Leading off the inning, Tony Walters, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there.
Walters.
And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1.
Well, he just about went around. He was lucky to put on the brakes when he did.
Drilled
Nice.
back up the middle. And that's through into center field. So the tying runs aboard to kick off the inning.
Yeah, he's swinging a pretty hot bat here. 3 for 4 now after the base hit. That wasn't a little bleeder. That ball was smoke.
Time called here, as with the potential tying run aboard, they'll make the move to get a little more speed out there. Quick check on that tying run at first. And the runner back.
Got a pretty good lead right there.
Into the box, Ian Desmond, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Throw over to the bag. Runner back safely.
Keeping him close.
A runner at first with no outs here. And again a throw, and he'll get back in safely.
Why not? Make him get dirty.
Sharply hit ball back up the middle. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Boy, and is the tide turning here? I think that's the real question at this point. It's a perfect start to the inning. You get the tying run up to second base. The go-ahead run is on first base as well. Still nobody out. And a decision looming here whether to bunt these guys up or try and roll the dice a little bit on this next guy and see if he can keep the rally going.
So striding in, Christian Audemays, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Trying to hold the lead. Looking to bunt here, but he can't connect, and that's the first strike.
And those are two very important base runners out there. You've got to be able to get the bunt down here.
Shows bunt as he gets this one down. And they put the tag on him for the out, but meanwhile both runners are able to move up a base.
Yeah, a nice job there to give himself up. You see they put the tag on him as he's running to first. That moves two guys into scoring position now, only one out.
So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, DJ LeMahieu, as he'll do his best to bring home the go-ahead run from third, 90 feet away.
Some guys are just flat out clutch. They come through in these situations time and time again. We'll see if he's got that in him here.
And there's ball four now, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force at the plate is in order.
And for as hot as this guy's been recently, this is a no-brainer. Take the bat out of his hands any chance you get.
Charlie Blackmon comes to the plate in a great spot. Tying run at third, but a ball to the outfield could give his guys the lead.
And guys, we all know that at this point in the ball game, this late, it's moments like this that are going to determine the outcome of this game.
And now a swing and a miss, and that's what you call establishing the inside part of the plate. It's strike one. And it's quickly 0-2. Now the 0-2 pitch. Grounded up the first baseline. Oh, what a dive.
Nice.
Oh, nice pick. Wow, what a heck of a play down there at first base. You've got no chance to prevent that run from scoring, but at least they're going to get an out on the play after a great diving stop.
Now to the plate, Nolan Arenado. Already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. And there's the fourth wide one, so they'll go after the next guy with a force at any base here and 2 men gone.
And this is probably the right decision here with 2 outs. Too many things can go wrong when you let him swing the bat.
Ramos will get the call here in a big spot as he inherits a bases-loaded jam with 2 men out.
61.
Carlos Gonzalez will be the first one to greet him, and he'll bat in a big spot here. Bases loaded and 2 out in the inning. First pitch coming. Here it is. Couldn't hold up on the curveball there as he went around for strike one. Comes set. Now the pitch. Into right center field. He comes up with a big one here. This is down for a base hit. 1 run scores.
It's a big hit.
That's a big base hit for him right there. That drives in the go-ahead run. He's fired up down there at first, and I'm sure his dugout is even more fired up.
What's up, Cubs fan? Let me guess, you're a Cubs fan.
Stepping in now, Aaron Judd. And his slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Nail-biting time now in that third base dugout.
Well, things are starting to spiral here, and you've got to make sure this doesn't spin completely out of control.
Bases are loaded here, 2 down. In there, 1-1.
Yeah, definitely taken all the way. Not a bad idea with the bases loaded.
Trying to keep the game close. Here's the pitch.
Ooh.
Who jumped the gun a bit on that swing, and he's down 1-2. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance.
Play you on 16.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. He got it. And exhale as he's out of the jam. And
now after this, I'm going to play the Witcher.
So they wind up with 2 in the inning, but it could have been a lot worse as they leave the bases loaded. We've played 8.
Send me a friend request on
are out in front, 8-7.
PS4.
Tapia will stay in the ball game as he'll likely do the catching from here out.
Now catching.
Striding in to start the 9th, Quinn, and they'll need him to get something going here. Gary Sanchez is into the ball game here as he takes over behind the plate.
Gary Sanchez.
And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here, 0-1.
And you know, this is a guy that loves the ball down and in. It's one of the locations he really covers well, so they're going to want to mix their spots here.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Just no chance to pull the trigger on that pitch. That's on him way too fast.
Holland's ready. Here's the 0-2. And he struck him out, so he's down on strikes for the 2nd time this afternoon. Into the box now, Cesar Hernandez. He successfully laid down a sac bunt in his last plate appearance.
Yeah, a well-executed bunt his last at-bat, but obviously this time he's swinging away.
And now time is called, and the reliever is warm out there. Adam Ottavino is on now to try to close things down here in the 9th.
Number 0, Adam Ottavino.
Riding in once again, Cesar Hernandez, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Decent numbers, but nothing amazing from the left side of the plate so far this season.
And that's in there for strike 1. And he takes strike 2. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
Smoked on the ground left side. And a base hit into left field, so they've got themselves a 1-out base runner.
Well, a lot of switch hitters like to use the whole field, and this guy's no different. And he just sprays this thing the other way, and he's got himself a 1-out single.
quick check on that tying run at first. And he just manages to get his hand in. Tommy Joseph is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1.
A lot of people think that pitch will burn straight down, but it will work back a little bit towards righties, like that one did right there.
The 0-1 pitch. And he gets
that's a bad pitch.
He's in control 0-2.
Well, that's not a really good slider right there. That just had too much of the plate, but this time he gets away with it.
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
That is a big time to come up with a strikeout in a tight game like this. You still got that tying run over there at first, but with 2 away now, you don't necessarily need a ground ball to get you out of this.
All right, man. Yeah, we'll play soon.
Ready with the first
Next time
pitch.
I'm
Here
on.
it comes. Grounded to short. He's got it. Throw in time.
Game over.
The ball game is over.
Excellent work to finish this one off, and he picks up save number 30 now on the year.
A tight ball game all throughout. Winds up a slim 1-run victory in the end as we get you one final look at our line score. And guys, I think you might agree there's little doubt that the star of this afternoon's contest was this man, Ian Desmond. Strike oppose, he's our top player of the game.
Yeah, I think in the end this really could have been anybody's award, but what the heck, let's go ahead and give it to this guy. He's as deserving as anybody.
So that just about does it for EK.
Yeah,
Psycho
dude, just
and
get
crew.
notifications
I'm Matt
next time I'm
Vasgersian.
on.
You've been watching MLB
Cubs fan,
The
I'll
Show.
just
For more,
we'll
get
play.
those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Rockies come out on top, 8-7. So long from Denver.
The final line score for the ball game this afternoon for the victorious Rockies. 8 runs on 15 hits. No errors.